I've never felt so happy.
I wrecked the slime. Come and eat.
Be careful. Your eyes will play tricks on you in this place, and you'll need to pay attention to save Stibbins. You need to keep your wits about you. Stibbins has already accepted the illusion and slipped beyond reason. Pay attention, and you may save him yet. I was in Meridia's city the day she plunged it into Cold Harbor. Like many, I was lost and alone in the wilderness. Then I found this manor. When the sisters discovered that I was a servant of Meridia, they decided to torment me for eternity. The sisters find it amusing to watch me fret over their meals. But Stibbins has a good heart. He doesn't deserve the fate they have planned for him. The sisters hope to turn me to their side eventually, but they never will. My faith is too strong. Be careful.
I don't feel so good.
Hey, grab a drink.
You must be starving. Try everything. It's all so delicious. I promise, you've never tasted anything like the food we prepare here. My chefs change the menu daily, but I assure you the cuisine is to die for. They always serve meringue tart, so you really must try it. It's my favorite. Oh, my sisters and I took to Stibbins as soon as he arrived. He's such a dear. We could just eat him up. He does have some issues, though. I think he craves a woman's approval. My chefs change the menu daily, but I assure...
Just in time. My glass is empty.
Rayama always sets out a wonderful spread. The food is excellent. Even better than my cooking, I must admit. I'm not really sure. I must have wandered here after I was separated from my dear Lady Laurent. But I really don't remember. That said, the sisters have been very good to me. They're attentive and they listen. And they seem to care about what I say. Well, I started to make my way toward the Hollow City, just as we discussed. And then I wound up here. The rest is all just blank, I'm afraid. I'm not really sure.
You must be starving. Try everything. It's all so delicious. I promise, you've never tasted...
Why don't we head over to the pools and take a nice, relaxing soak?
Bottoms up.
There is something different about you. I knew it. You saw through the illusion, didn't you? Nuzera, Rayama, and Sheafa rule here through the use of deception and illusion. You saw through the illusion, at least briefly. You're different from Stibbins. You can save him. I was in Meridia's city.
I could really use a good soak. Let's go over to the pools and wash up.
I hope you've got deep, loose pockets.
Just one more, and another after that.
Ah, my dear Sheafa, you've grown lovelier in my absence. Have you met Sheafa? She's an excellent host. Made me feel very welcome. I don't know about you, but I just about ate until I burst. It was so delicious.
The manor is everything you hoped for, isn't it? But look at you. You could really use a bath. That's an excellent idea. And you're welcome to join him. In fact, I insist. Before you enter the pool, though, I suggest you wash in the basin. It has the purest water warmed by the underground springs. Oh, we've become very close in the time he's been with us. He's such a fascinating man. I hope we can get to know each other, too. I do so enjoy making new friends and meeting new people. Take your time and freshen up. The celebration... Take your time and freshen up. The celebration in honor of Stibbons will be starting shortly. Oh, we've become very...
Go on and start without me. I must catch up with this beautiful woman. We have so much to discuss. I'll meet you at the manor house after you've had a good soak.
Sheafa is trying to deceive you. If you listen to me and do exactly what I tell you, I'll help you see through their illusions. Take these cleansing reagents and go to the pools. Place the reagents in the basin. They will break through the illusion and let you see the manor as it truly is. Once this occurs, you will be in mortal danger. The sisters prefer their meals happy and deceived. I was in Meridia's city. Did it work? Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Now you can see things as they really are. You can see through the illusion now. This is how I actually appear. For all their power, the sisters couldn't truly harm me as long as I served Meridia. Stibbons went up to the manor hand in hand with Sheafa. I tried to warn him, but he ignored me. You've got to save him. Enter the manor and find Stibbons. You've got to hurry before it's too late.
what they did to me. Sheafa has the key. She took it downstairs. Please, get that key. It was all a trap. Who does things like that? I took off my clothes to get ready for the celebration, and the sisters attacked me. They threw me in this cage and walked off with the key. And I'm naked. It was all a trap. Who does things?
Stibbins is mine!
Thank you. Now just give me a moment to deal with my nakedness situation.
Stibbins! Thank the Radiant Mother you're all right. When I saw Rayama with your jewels, I feared the worst.
All right? How can you say that? They have my dear Lady Laurent's jewels. She will be quite distraught if I don't retrieve them.
At least you're alive. That's something. I know a secret tunnel by the pools. I can lead you there while our friend fetches your lady's jewelry. What do you think? What a stubborn, pig-headed fool Stibbins is. Can you talk some sense into him?
Thanks for the help, friend. They stole my clothes, my lady's jewels, and my dignity. But at least we can recover Lady Laurent's jewels. Will you help me? I've been trying to become more of a help to Lady Laurent, so I've been taking dueling lessons. I think I can keep us safe until you return. Find my lady's missing jewels and meet us at the secret tunnel near the pools. Collect my lady's lost jewels and meet us at the secret cave entrance.
I'll lead Stibbins to the exit. Find his lady's jewels and meet us there. Stibbons is kind of clumsy. He tripped and stumbled 6 times on the way down here. It's a wonder we weren't spotted.
My dueling lessons have finally paid off. We made it down here with almost no trouble. Well, Fatahala helped a little. Did you find Lady Laurent's jewels? Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. The secret exit that Fatahala showed me is behind this rock. Give me a second to equip a weapon and we can head out. These Daedra tried to keep me from my dear Lady Laurent. It's time to make them pay.
Stibbons really wants to be a hero. Please help him so he doesn't get himself killed. I never thought that nightmare was going to end. Thank you for helping us.
Why do these things keep happening to me, I wonder? I think so, thanks to you. I need to find Lady Laurent and make sure she's all right. She can get so flustered without me. I'll lead Fatahala to the Hollow City. Those dueling lessons were certainly worth the gold.
Be gone, foul creature! We don't have time for your games!
Mortals are
Here
always
comes the
so
champion,
amusing.
just in time, as
I
always.
offer information, aid for your quest, and you
You
shun me.
expect us to trust a creature of the plains? Ridiculous!
A mare as arrogant as a kin. How delightful. I do so love watching egotistical braggarts stumble. I may allow you to reconsider and accept my offer. Of course, I may not. I haven't decided yet.
You there! Find out where that creature is lurking. I want her watched. Well, so far the vampires have remained true to their word. They allowed us to pass through the orchard without any resistance. I wonder how long our good fortune will last.
You will help us find a way to forge these dangerous waters and get our troops past the Reaver Citadel. I have total confidence in you.
We're far from the familiar sights of Stonefalls, but these perils we face, they're epic. They will sing songs of our glory long after we're gone.
We've come too far to be stopped by a few walls. It's pretty imposing. I'd be lying if I didn't say I was a little nervous about this campaign. Master Aurelian always says that the true mage should never get overconfident. A little fear just makes you prepare better.
I'm relieved to be out of the Tower of Lies, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to be out of this damn place altogether.
This looks pretty grim. We'll never find a way into that citadel. I think we should just cut our losses and head home now.
My brother's nervous. So am I. This quest of ours never seems to end.
We have come so far, but we have leagues to go before this business is concluded. We must push forward. We must find a way through the walls of the fortified city that looms ahead of us. We have come. A Dremora army guards the walls of the citadel, but there are those among us who recognize the city, who knew it well before it was pulled from Nirn. We can use the guild halls inside to launch a surprise attack, provided someone prepares the way. Find a way inside and locate the Fighters Guild. Wards protect the hall, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out of the building. We know a secret tunnel that leads into the hall, but we'll be trapped inside until the wards are deactivated. Time is not on our side, but I will indulge you. Ask your questions. The wards are part of the defenses from an earlier era. They could be activated to protect guild halls in times of trouble. Once set, the only way in or out of the hall was through the secret passageways. You need to find the ward key. The ward key is decorated with arcane runes that can unbind the defenses and deactivate the wards. It should be near the guild hall. Find the key and deactivate the wards. Then the fighters can emerge from the hall and surprise the Dremora. Even the strongest armor has chinks that can be taken advantage of. Look for a place to climb or a break to crawl through. The female Dremora offered to help us, but Galerion sent her away. If you run into her, see what she has to say. Then you should certainly seek her out. We could use whatever help is offered, no matter its source. Just be on your guard. A Dremora would never offer help without some sort of string attached. Our ultimate goal, the portal to the Planar Vortex, lies deep within Molag Bal's inner sanctum. We need to defeat the forces at the Citadel before we can make our final push for the portal. To accomplish this, we have planned a two-pronged attack. It starts with a sneak attack launched from the Fighters Guild Hall. After you find the key and deactivate the wards. Then the mages will attack from their guild hall, but I'll explain that part of the plan when you meet us at the Fighters Guild. Members of our expedition recognize the city from when it was still a part of Nirn. They are familiar with the guild halls and how we can use them to our advantage. It's ironic. One of Molag Bal's captured cities is about to be turned against him. With your help, we will launch a two-pronged attack into the Citadel. It starts with the abandoned Fighters Guild Hall within the city. While the fighters use the secret tunnel to reach the hall, you need to find the key to deactivate the wards.
Well, so far the vampires have remained true to their word.
There's bound to be a way into that place. I mean, besides the front door. I imagine there are a lot of Dremora waiting on the other side of the gate.
We're far from the familiar sights.
That pompous mage told me to keep an eye on her, and that's just what I'm doing. But I have the distinct feeling that I amuse her. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We left the province of Usual a long time ago, but that Dremora's got something planned, that's for sure. If I had to guess, I'd say it has something to do with vengeance. In my experience, it always has something to do with vengeance.
Well, I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her, but I don't think that has anything to do with us. At least not directly. My gut says she won't stab us in the back. She's definitely a look-you-in-the-eyes kind of stabber. I can admire that.
That pompous mage told me to keep...
Ah, little mortal. While it might be entertaining to watch you bumble about the Citadel, I would much rather just see you get about your business. I'm sure that whatever you have planned will ultimately work in my favor. Right to the point? How distressful. Oh, very well. You seek a way into the Citadel, one that won't attract any undue notice. As it happens, I know just the thing. If you follow the east wall, you'll find a breach that leads inside. Never look a gift Daedroth in the maw, little mortal. I offer information, nothing more. The warded building you seek is near the main gate. The kin will try to stop you. If they don't succeed, we will speak again. Ephra's had information I needed. It ultimately led me here. I enjoyed what you did to Ephra's, little mortal. I'm looking forward to seeing what mayhem you stir up here.
I'll let the others know that you've got a way in.
The old Fighters Guild Hall. It's near the main gate. Go!
I'm relieved to be...
With your help, we will launch...
so the little mortal, once more into the breach. I believe the Ayleid King wants you to find a hidden key. Hurry. I think your friends have already made it into the sealed hall. How amusing. The little mortal suspects a trap. You are wise to fear the duplicity of Dremora, but I assure you that you are safe enough. Illusions hide this area from the kin. Just a little trick I recently picked up. Death, most likely. The kin that guard this citadel will try to kill you. It's generally what we do. The old hall you seek is near the main gate. If I were you, and most thankfully I am not, I would make my way there post-haste. Technically, I am helping you, not them. But this constant desire to know the why of things grows tiresome. I don't want to confuse you. Just know that I have a debt to settle. As long as helping you advances my goal, I will continue to do so. The look on your face. How precious. You are dismayed. Why should this truth upset you? You benefit from my assistance, just as I benefit from yours. Patience, little mortal, you shall see. Now off with you. Nothing will come of us standing here. Scurry off, little mortal, but heed my words. Controlling the Citadel, while useful, is not enough. Not for where you must ultimately go. But we shall talk more of this later, provided you survive.
Set it ablaze!
The walk through that tunnel wasn't pleasant. I never realized how much I hate cramped and crowded spaces. Anyway, thanks for coming through for us. I was worried we were going to be trapped in here. Now we do what we do best. We fight! King Dinar is upstairs. You should go and speak to him while we surprise the Dremora. They won't know what hit them.
My old chum, my bosom companion, my comrade in arms. How long has it been? I missed you terribly. By the way, what took you so long? The king is upstairs. He wants to speak to you. I'm preparing myself to dazzle the enemy. I'll cut them to ribbons, I promise you. Just need a moment to buff the old breastplate. The enemy expects a certain amount of resplendence from a hero, and I shall not disappoint. Oh, Dremora, something. You can ask him yourself. He's right upstairs. For a king, he mumbles a lot. Lovely crown he's got there. Rather dashing, isn't it? I wonder where I can get one of those. My old chum, my...
I knew you'd be able to deactivate the wards. The Fighters Guild troops have already begun our two-pronged attack. The fighters will draw the attention of the Dremora while you go to the upper city. For the mages to utilize their guild hall's portal, you need to get it working. Find the 4 portal stones and activate them. Then the mages can join the fray. As Galerion pointed out, the old guild hall portals are designed to move people and material quickly. More efficient and less draining than personal teleport spells. And of course, they can arrive en masse. Just what we need to surround the enemy. Hurry now. Get to the upper city and activate the Mages Guild portal. Without the help of the mages, this entire endeavor could come crashing down around us.
I stepped out for a moment, dispatched a dozen Dremora, and then popped back in. I just wanted to make sure I had the opportunity to see you off. Well, off with you then. So long. Toodaloo. Don't forget to write. Ta-ta. Cheerio.
The Dremora are fully engaged. If you're going to get the Mages Guild portal working, the time to leave is now.
Impressed, little mortal. Hardly a scratch on you. A smart investor keeps track of her investment. The fighters surprised the kin and might even win the day. Bravo. But once you control the Citadel, what then? How will you get past the labyrinth without the proper key? Ill-informed, impulsive mortals. Did you think you could just stroll up to the portal you seek? The Valkanas guards a key to the maze beneath Molag Bal's stronghold. You must pass through this labyrinth, and to do that, you need the key. Finish your original quest first. Help your mages. Banish these kin to the darkness that spawned them. It is no less than they deserve. Then meet me at the pyramid. Only I can help you acquire the labyrinth key. Don't mind me, little mortal. It's just that I find you so fascinating.
Once the mages get inside the upper city, the Dremora will be surrounded. They're coming through the gates again. We've got to stop them. Once the mages get inside the upper... Torches! Nice work. They'll think twice before they try to get down here again. I'll stand guard while you restore the mage's portal. Once the mages get inside the upper city,
now!
You did it again, my fearless friend! Well done! With the Dremora caught between my powerful mages and King Dinar's relentless fighters, they won't know which way to turn. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild will complete the conquest of the Citadel, but we need someone to storm the Pyramid Stronghold and deal with the leader of this installation, Vulcanaz Ceres. That someone, my friend, is you. Your common vernacular aside, that is indeed the critical task. Vulcanaz Ceres has a key to the labyrinth. Eliminating the Vulcanaz and obtaining that key are critical components to our success here. Your curiosity knows no bounds. Very well, ask away. Part of Molag Bal's stronghold. It's a maze of tunnels that lead to the Endless Stair. No doubt the path is littered with traps and dangers, but we must push on. Cadwell tells us that the portal to the planar vortex awaits us at the Endless Stair. As far as I can tell, he's a trusted servant of Molag Bal. Not only does he command the forces of this citadel, but he also has access to the Dark Lord himself. Part of Molag Bal's stronghold. It's a maze of tunnels that lead to the Endless Stair. No doubt the path is littered with traps and dangers, but we must push on. Cadwell tells us that the portal to the planar vortex awaits us at the Endless Stair. Cadwell says that the area beyond the pyramid is known as the Labyrinth. We'll need to go through there to reach the Endless Stair and the planar vortex.
Tongues of Xarxus, what is that thing? Make it go away! Make it go away!
I enjoy a challenge as well as the next mage, but this might be a little much, even for me. Still, I'll do whatever I can to make sure our world isn't completely destroyed. While I grew up on the Shivering Isles, I now call Nirn my home.
I'm a brilliant artificer and a genius when it comes to Dwemer constructs. But I have to tell you, being surrounded by all these remarkable men and women, it's kind of humbling. I hope I live...
My brother and I might be a bit out of our league, but we'll find a way to help. We've explored enough dwarven ruins and dungeons to fill 100 lore books. How much different could Molag Bal's labyrinth be?
So, you have fought your way to Molag Bal's gates, outsider. Saying I am impressed would be an understatement. As promised, I have come to give you a gift from my people. It will aid you in your coming battles. Yes, our gift is a blessing from my people, a reward for the help you gave us. The blessing will manifest when you need it most. It will mend wounds that would otherwise end your life. Good luck, champion.
You've a worthy opponent in the Orchard. I'm almost disappointed that we must now fight alongside instead of against each other. Still, the Crimson Matron has sent me to honor your agreement, and I shall not fail you.
I never expected to be standing in Cold Harbor, helping command a force of elite mages. It's every little girl's dream come true. I'm just glad you're here. We never would have gotten this far without you.
I've seen more than my fair share of years. Many more. But in all that time, I've never contemplated something as foolhardy as this. We're about to face a Daedric prince for the fate of our world, and I couldn't be more proud of all of you.
Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the planar vortex and end the plane meld once and for all.
It all comes down to this, my friend. The final fanfare. The last hurrah. I don't know the meaning of the word fear, literally. I don't. But damn if the prospect of entering that gate doesn't twist my guts into knots.
The Fighters Guild came to Cold Harbor for this express purpose. To stop the plane meld and save our world. No matter how many of us fall this day, we shall not fail.
When I left the forest, I thought I was going to be alone in a new world. But everyone here, it feels like I'm with family again. You're all stuck with me now. I'm not leaving until we finish this.
Win or lose, it's been an honor to fight alongside you. That said, let's do our best to win this thing, alright? I'm not sincere very often, and I'd hate to have wasted it just before I die in battle.
Exciting, eh? Beasties with wings and angry Vulcaners. You even managed to befriend a Dremora. Clever, that. I made friends with a Dremora once. We had some grand adventures, right until she tried to cut out my lungs. Oh, those were good times. Well, not just fun and games. There's excitement and bloodshed, too. Your Dremora lady friend says she can open the door to the pyramids, but she requires Daedric blood or some such. I'm afraid I'm fresh out of it.
I wonder what Aurelian would say if he knew I was this close to a Dremora. But to be completely honest with you, she makes me a little nervous. Absolutely, and I'll be right by your side. Assuming that Dremora is telling the truth and really opens the way for us. She appears to want to help, but I don't entirely trust her.
Only those of Daedric blood may enter the pyramid, little mortal.
I told you that you'd need my help. A Daedric ritual locks this door, and only a willing offering of kin blood will open it. I am your key to Valkanaz Saris. You are my key to vengeance. That I cannot do, little mortal. If the Valkanaz is banished by my hand, I will lose honor and standing. If you kill him, however, I remain true to my word. And Saris abides in the darkness with my lost clan until Coldharbour allows him to return. My clan was destroyed, erased from this existence. And the hand that orchestrated that destruction was Valkanaz Saris. He thought my clan was a threat to his power. Whatever the right or wrong of it, Saris must pay for what he did. The way is open. Destroy Saris, painfully. He deserves whatever horrors you decide to inflict upon him.
Not to worry, I'll be right behind you. We'll give that Vulcanaz the thrashing he so richly deserves. Well, not just fun and games, there's excitement and bloodshed, too.
I may not like her, but your Dremora friend has certainly been good to her word. She used her own blood to open the door for us. I've never seen anything like it. Well, off with you. And remember, we'll be right behind you.
Well, little mortal, what are you waiting for? Must I hand you an engraved invitation? Get inside and do what you came here to do.
Jode's bones! What is that thing?
Join your clan in the darkness.
battle, fools! Duped by an outcast kin! I will take great pleasure in ending your lives.
My lost clan awaits Cerys in the darkness. Even though the blade that banished him was not in my hand, his end was my doing. You have been a most useful weapon, little mortal. Take the labyrinth key, with my thanks. Even by kin reckoning, I have waited a long time to send Cerys into the darkness. Allow me to savor this moment, little mortal. What possible interest could that be to you, little mortal? Let me guess. You're worried now that I will order my kin to destroy you. I assure you, a change in leadership can be a time of confusion. No harm will come to you or yours. For now. My goal was revenge. I have no interest in your squabbles. Understand, little mortal, a kin's desire to spill mortal blood never ebbs, even if we don't always act upon it. I am what I am. If we meet again, I will smile as I take your life. Kin do not die. Cerys has been banished to the darkness. Long ago, our clans were locked in war. Cerys, through treachery, banished my clan. Everyone but me. I accepted a blood oath to remain free, promising that my hand would never harm him. The labyrinth key is in the chest, little mortal. Take it and be about your business while I'm still inclined to be friendly.
Thanos wants me to round up this interesting bunch and lead them into battle. This should be... challenging? Yes, that's a word. I understand you're going in ahead of us. Be careful in there, and leave a few Daedra for us to deal with.
I am proud of the guilds and what we have accomplished thus far, but it isn't over yet. I hope we can continue this unprecedented cooperation a while longer, for I fear our greatest challenge is yet to come.
These louts better be ready for the battle of their miserable lives, because they haven't seen anything yet.
I enjoy a challenge as well as...
I'm a brilliant artificer and a genius when it comes to Dwemer constructs. But I have to tell you, being surrounded by all these remarkable men and women, it's kind of humbling. I hope I live long enough to record this in my posterity journal.
My brother and I might be a bit out of our...
This one cannot wait to see what's inside the stronghold of the Daedric Prince. But Zer wishes that Godrus was here to share this auspicious occasion.
The Crown of Bones' power will grant us victory this day. I can't wait to see what treasures await us inside the Endless Stair.
Win or lose, it's been an honor to fight alongside you. That said, let's do our best to win this thing, all right? I'm not sincere very often, and I'd hate to have wasted it just before I die.
When I left the forest, I thought I was going to...
Oh, every muscle must be properly stretched before we rush into battle. Wouldn't want to get a cramp when we make our heroic charge into Death's chomping maw, would we?
The Fighters Guild came to Cold Harbor.
It all comes down to this, my friend.
I've seen more than my fair share of...
I hope you brought the key. We're ready to make the final push, but we're finished if we can't get inside. This is our last chance to save our world. It's all or nothing now. How odd that the Dremora aided us against her kin and Molag Bal. She must have had a powerful thirst for vengeance. Anyway, it appears as if we are once again in your debt. Thank you, my brave friend. Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the planar vortex and end the plane meld once and for all. Well done! Then we still have a chance. We sent in a small force to cause a distraction. They probably won't survive, but they should keep the enemy busy while we get the rest of our troops inside. We need to make sure their sacrifice isn't in vain. We want you to get in there and open the labyrinth before we send in the entire force and reveal our numbers. Hanan and Gabrielle can brief you on the battle plans for the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild strike teams that will follow after you. After you receive your briefings from Hanan and Gabrielle, select a soldier to accompany you on your mission. Choose carefully, for our plan hinges on you opening the way into the labyrinth. This is our last strike. Make it count.
I've seen more than my fair share.
No longer will we hide in the darkness. No longer will we fear those who would hunt us. Today, we become the hunters.
This is so exciting! I sat around in a drunken stupor for so long, it feels so good to be finally doing something! Of course, we are going up against Molag Bal. Maybe I picked the wrong day to stop drinking. You've a worthy opponent in the orchard.
The Fighters Guild is ready. We're prepared to follow you into the very heart of Molag Bal's lair. We shall not fail you. Of course, we've already sent in a small force, a distraction as it were. While they keep the enemy occupied, you slip in and open the labyrinth. As you clear a path, Fighters Guild soldiers will fall in behind you to hold the line. You need to be able to move fast. A large force would only draw attention to you and slow you down. Select one of our soldiers to take along if you like, but more than that would be more of a hindrance than a help. I wish you luck in there. The Fighters Guild is ready.
The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vanus Galerion. We're facing some overwhelming odds here, you know. Molag Bal is using tactics similar to what we faced in the chasm. He set up a portal to move his troops around quickly. As you head in to open the labyrinth, we need you to close that portal. King Dinar insists that the initial strike be fast and precise. He doesn't want the entire army getting in your way or causing Molag Bal to respond in kind. You've proven yourself time and time again. We have faith that you can do this. Me? Really? I'd be honored. But I think you'd be better served with a fighter type right now. I'm sure we'll meet up somewhere along the way, though. I won't let the people of Nirn down. After you disable the reinforcement portal, I'll try to catch up with you before you enter the labyrinth. We'll stop this plane meld together. We have to. Remember, we need you to close that reinforcement portal before you unlock the labyrinth. As long as the portal is functioning, Molag Bal has the ability to overwhelm us with Daedric forces.
You need someone to accompany you into the Dark Lord's lair. You free the Lamias from our prison. Let me help free you from yours.
Let's tear this coward apart. Let's make Molag Bal wish he'd never been born. Wait a minute. Are Daedric princes born? It doesn't matter. He'll wish something when we're done with him.
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be useless in the actual battle.
You ever get the feeling you were meant to do something important? Me neither. But this could come close to that. We stopped the plane meld and saved the people of Tamriel? Who wouldn't want to be remembered for doing that?
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good. A quest? How marvellous! I shall march by your side into the darkest depths of foul iniquity, our weapons aloft and aglow with the fires of eternal righteousness. You honor me this day, my friend. I gladly accept this mission.
You need someone we promised. You helped save our children. We shall help save yours. If you decide my place is at your side, then that is where I shall be.
You ever get the feeling? I've dreamed of this moment. Seriously, I always knew I'd end up fighting to save the world in Cold Harbor. I mean, you were a beautiful warrior with flowing red hair and an ample... Well, no offense. But otherwise, this is just like my dream.
Let's tear this coward apart. Let's make Molag Bal wish... I'm as ready as I'm gonna get. This just makes me so angry. Why in Moloch's name would somebody want to steal an entire world? It makes no sense. Now look what you did. I'm just furious and I need something to hit.
A quest? How marvellous! My sword is yours, my boon companion. Together, we will protect the beautiful realm of Cold Harbor, and perhaps even save that ugly rat hole you call home. Victory! Thy name is Cadwell. Let good King Dinar know what an excellent choice you made, so we can get this caravan on the road.
No longer will we hide in the...
Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find...
Have you selected a companion to accompany you? If you need more time to speak with your friends, please take it. This might be the last chance you get. When you're ready, I'll give you final instructions and we can begin our final assault. Very well. Come with me and I'll explain the exact details of your mission.
You've a worthy opponent.
Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side. So we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground, causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. For the initial assault, Cadwell will assist you. Don't be fooled by his bizarre antics, for his heart is full of courage and honor. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the labyrinth. Once the labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the planar vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the planar vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the Daedric Prince. Then open the labyrinth and lead us to the planar vortex. Our destiny is in your hands. Close that reinforcement portal so that we can send the rest of our forces inside. I know you will make me proud.
Our forces have gathered and are ready to move.
I love what the Dark Prince has done with this place. Quite lovely. Shame we have to march an army through here. Soldiers rarely take care to watch where they step.
This all seems familiar. I don't like it. I should know what a Daedric Prince's lair looks like. How can I recognize this place? But don't worry. I'm not going to turn into an Atronach or anything. I don't think.
The Fighters Guild came to Cold Harbor for...
When I left the forest, I thought I was going to be...
Win or lose, it's been an honor to fight alongside you. That said, let's do our best to win this thing, all right? I'm not sincere.
No longer will we.
I never expected to be standing in Cold Harbor, helping.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that? I love what the Dark Prince...
What?
The Dark Lord's vile scheme fails today. I gave you my oath, and I honor such commitments. You sampled my power in the cliffs of failure. Use the power of my thorns as you see fit. Take this seed. Plant it in the body of any dead Dremora, as you did before. A zombie will rise to fight by your side. Together, we will bring the Lord of Scheme's plans down around him. The Dark Lord's vile scheme fails today.
one last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course, but how likely is that?
No longer shall the forces of darkness be only used for evil. We stand by you, champion.
As soon as I sensed that you sealed Molag Bal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Gabrielle has assembled a team of mages and scholars to aid you inside the labyrinth, as we need all of the fighters for the main assault.
That mage keeps popping up in the strangest places. I'm not sure I trust him. He thinks his boots don't stink, if you take my meaning. Anyway, I believe he'd like a word with you.
Now that we don't have to worry about overwhelming hordes of reinforcements, we're sending in the main assault force. While they keep Molag Bal's minions busy, you need to navigate the labyrinth and find the portal to the Plein Air Vortex. Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Molag Bal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now go, and good luck. Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. Don't lose hope, my friend. We're depending on you.
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here. If we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows? You might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians. But I've never seen a mechanism like this before. It's rather fascinating. Just look around until we figure out a way to either open that gate or get around it.
I recognize these devices. I've researched them, even written reports about them. Never saw one in person, though. They are marvelous to behold. Only a god could craft an artifact of such brilliance. I have a notion. It involves the large metal tubes on the walls. According to my research, they resemble a Daedric device that requires a source of power to operate. But as you can plainly see, no power flows through them at the moment. A fair assumption. Do you see the small openings near each of the tubes? If we can figure out how to move these icy flames over to them, that should provide the power to open the door. I recognize these devices.
Do you think Molag Bal actually reads this stuff? Sorry. Trying to help my brother find something useful here, but look at all these books. I always wondered what a Daedric prince read at bedtime. Some of this stuff is pretty disturbing.
Listen to this, Kirith. Reach out and touch a brazier to draw forth the fire and launch it in the direction of your choosing. How fascinating. I wonder what it means. This book. I think it references this device. If I'm reading this correctly, and of course I'm reading this correctly, then these flames can be used to power the mechanism that opens the gate. Frankly, the workmanship is stunning. I'm jealous. Simply touch the Daedric fire. For a short time, the power of the flame will transfer to you, much like any conjuration spell. It can then be launched in any direction. Get as close as you can and throw the fire into the 4 open tubes.
Do you think Molag Bal?
Listen to this, Kirith.
I recognize these devices. I recognize these.
Why do Daedra never install god rails? It's like they want Xur to step into the bottomless chasm and fall to his death. Xur has mentioned how much he hates heights, yes? This one cannot wait to see what's inside the stronghold of the Daedric Prince. But Xur wishes that Godrus was here to to share this auspicious occasion.
That worked? I mean, I knew that would work. Never doubted my calculations. Good job. The door ahead should be unlocked now.
I saw what you did there. That was fantastic. I mean, the fire coated your fingers and then you went swoosh, and the fire flew like an arrow and the tubes lit up and the device came to life. I can't wait to try that.
And another job performed to perfection by our champion. Well done. Now, hurry through the open door and find the planar vortex. The end of the world isn't going to wait for you, you know.
With the door opened, we can proceed deeper into the labyrinth. Go on. We'll be right behind you.
You would think Xur would be fearless in the face of darkness. You would be wrong. The darkness is obviously designed to hinder our progress. An interesting conundrum, yes? Of course, Xur would not be here if he could not help. This one gives you the light to guide your way. Be wary where you step, for darkness will most likely be the least of your worries. The darkness is obviously designed to hinder our progress.
Come on, we're almost there.
Xur does not like this place. It has everything this one despises. Great heights, impenetrable darkness, deadly opponents. But it also has things that fascinate this one. Xur is so conflicted.
I hate to say it, but this place is starting to get a bit overwhelming. No, I'm just kidding. This has been exciting so far. I'm having a great time.
Look at this. I'm actually sweating. I can't remember the last time I performed this much physical exertion. This better be worth it. Usually Kirith deals with these things while I deal with the research and the planning.
There's no time to rest. We have to keep moving. I'll make sure our flank is protected while you clear the way ahead.
Even for a well-traveled denizen of the plains such as myself, this place is way beyond my comfort level. I fear it won't get any easier from here on in.
Xur does not like this.
A one-way door. Looks like we can only go forward from here. I hope the others are all right. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. We just need to cross this region, and we'll find the planar vortex in no time. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us. There has to be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come! Come on! We need to find a way out of here! I need to get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this. The door's finally open! Let's go!
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I'd never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud!
That was a close call. Thanks for helping me in there. I don't know about you, but I'm really starting to dislike Daedric death traps.
It took a bit of work, but I was able to track you down. Just one of my many gifts, if you must know.
Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is far from over. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Winning isn't our goal, though. We just need to survive long enough for someone to reach the planar vortex. Far too many. Hanan was caught by surprise and wiped out, along with a large number of Fighters Guild soldiers. King Dinar's group was also ambushed, but he managed to fight his way out of it. Many were wounded, though. Time is running out. Thank Cadwell for that small favor. I'm not sure how he does it, but I think he's grown so attached to Coldharbour that he's actually become part of it. Unfortunately, he can only teleport one other person at a time, and it is a lengthy process. The portal that leads to the planar vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you. I'll provide what help I can, and as usual, it will be considerable. Now go!
It took a bit of work, but I was able to...
You must hurry. Sooner or later, the Lord of Schemes will become aware that we're closer to our goal than his army realizes. I'll keep this portal open for as long as I can. That should allow us to bring in a few reinforcements of our own.
That was a close call. Thanks for helping me in there. I decided you could use my help after all, and Ziknith sends her regards.
This moment. You have done well, my child. You have performed better than I expected, even in the face of unrelenting danger and the worst horrors Oblivion has to offer. I am impressed. Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested. Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually. There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the Eye of the Storm. The planar vortex can only be disrupted from the inside. I have been with you every step of the way. I provided a safe haven in Cold Harbor. I gave you knowledge of the lights of Meridia. I needed a surrogate to act in my stead. I dared not risk exposing my true nature to the Dark Prince. Used you? Of course I used you. But you knew what was at stake from the beginning, and did what was necessary to save your world. Every choice you made was your own. As it happens, your choices suited my own ends. You must enter the planar vortex, the interstices of space and time, where Nirn and Cold Harbor churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld and disrupt the vortex. The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed,
The brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short. You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us. The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace. After you, I shall be right behind you. Into his dark realm. We must break these vile chains. My power is greater in this between place. The Dark Prince will need stronger chains than that to stop me. Come. We have things to discuss. You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. Reality is a game, mortal. Learn to play, or resign yourself to becoming one of the pieces that is meant to be sacrificed. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue.
Most people dream of lusty Argonians or delectable dishes, but not old Darien. Oh no, I dream about planar vortexes and blinding lights of Meridia. How is that possible? And why do I keep asking questions that no one can answer? Why waste words when I can simply show you? Look around. I've been dreaming about this place since I was a young boy. Seeing it live and in person, that's a bit unnerving. Why couldn't this be that other dream I regularly have? With a blinding light, brighter than any I've ever seen. Then I'm in a room where everything's illuminated, as if the world itself is made of light. I'm alone. And then I wake up. It's always the same. And I'll soon wake up in a really bright room, too hungover to remember what I did, I hope. But that's not likely, is it? I'm alive. Which is more than I can say for a lot of the soldiers out there. I keep thinking that if I would have stayed back, I could have changed things. I know how war works, though. Someone, somewhere is always going to die. I've made it this far. I don't have any intention of giving up just yet. I need to see how this dream really ends. Most people dream of lusty Argonians.
I imagined that this was going to be a grand adventure, but I never pictured the horror of all this. So many of our friends and companions have died, and this damn vortex still threatens our world. I think it's time we shut it down. Permanently. Damn right I'm determined. And more than a little irritated at all this. Come on, hero. Let's show Molag Bal how it's done. Then I can get back to the ordinary craziness I usually get to deal with. I think we can. I hope we can. All I know is we've come too far to give up now. I just worry that we still have a lot of fight left to go. I think more of us are going to die before this is all over.
Did I hear that right? We're going to blow the vortex apart. Great. But how do we get out of here once the light explodes? Please tell me you have an idea. That's not an idea. We're just going to plant a magical explosive and hope for the best. I thought my brother Raynor's ideas were bad. I'm not sure I can take much more of this. People are dying. I've lost friends, people I looked up to. I can't lose Raynor too. There has to be another way.
I thought for sure we were done with all this. I followed the others through the portal, and now look what I've gotten involved with. This looks like the end of the world. As I said, I thought we were finished. I figured that Varnis opened a portal to send us back home. Imagine my consternation and surprise when I realized where we actually were. Sadly, my supply of gadgets, as you call them, is running dangerously low. The few items I have remaining will have to see my sister and me through this. But if I come up with any brilliant ideas, I'll be sure to send word to you. You make it sound like we'll never see each other again. After everything you've already overcome, what's one more minor obstacle? You can do this. We believe in you. I thought for sure we were done with... As I said, I think not. I may not be a mighty warrior or a powerful mage, but I am a genius and a master tinkerer. I know I can help, and my sister Kirith as well. Perhaps we can stay right here and guard our flank. Yes, I think that's what we'll do.
Did I hear that right? That's not an idea. We're just going to plant a magical explosive, and I'm not sure I can take much more of this. People are dying. Yes, I do. People died so we could get this far. I owe them to see this through. My brother and I will stand with you. We'll make sure no one follows us through that gate. I have to help. No matter what. You better not let us down, you hear me? Do what you need to do, and we'll do the same. Just like running through a dungeon back home in Deshaan, but with more Daedra.
If we had known all this was happening, maybe my people could have stopped it. Valenwood is part of Nirn after all. That's probably just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive him for that. I'm proud to be a part of all this. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in, than to die fat and content. I read that in a book. It wasn't a good book, but the phrase stuck with me. I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Inspiring quotes are nice and all, but living to tell our own tale is so much better. Find a new home, see the world that I've only heard stories about. You don't have to worry about me. I'll be fine. This is the moment I've waited for my whole life. Now let's fight for it. If we had known all I've spent my life, it's better to die fighting.
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many of our lives. I have a notion to show them both why Vanus Galerion's power should be feared. Chances? I don't believe in luck or fortune. We'll win this day with blood and magic, or we'll die trying. I won't lie to you, I doubt we can win this fight, but that doesn't mean we won't try. The same thing that happens to everybody. The world ends and everyone dies, and that's the best scenario. More likely, they'll all become soul-shriven slaves in Cold Harbor. No, we can't. But we're not the chosen ones. We're not heroes of destiny fated to succeed. We're simply soldiers, brothers and sisters fighting for what they care about. We're united and that makes us strong. That's what's important here. It's good to know your faith hasn't wavered. These men and women follow you. They face death itself to fight at your side. They will stand with you until the end. Don't disappoint them.
I thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind. Still, we've made it this far. Victory is within our grasp, especially now that the Radiant Lady stands with us. I've seen the rise and fall of my people. Yet I stand before you, the last of my kind. I am the last Ayleid. But I am proud to call you my friend. Cruel tyrants and conquerors, who believed ourselves better than the other races of Nirn. When the lesser races decided we were the enemy and united against us, our downfall was all but guaranteed. We were too stubborn to see where we were wrong. There is a reason I am the last king of the Ayleids. I stood alongside the younger races, aided them. I believed in what they fought for. I was there when the power of High Rock switched from the Alessians to the Dareni. And I remember you, my young friend. The magic of your armor was not enough to deceive me, though the power you wielded could have done more harm than good. I am glad you used it to make the right decision in the end. I thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggled.
I always wanted to see a planar vortex up close and personal. Isn't that sky spectacular? Wait, what are we doing here again? Of course! Our epic quest. It must have slipped my mind. I've been on so many of these adventures, you know. After a while, they tend to blend together, kind of like these two realms are doing. Oh, sorry, old chap. That's a bad thing, right? Yes, I knew that. Terrible getting your dismal world into the wondrous vistas of Cold Harbor. Like dipping bread in honey. Frightfully repulsive. Still, I believe this might just be my best quest yet. Well, that'd just be disgusting, wouldn't it? You know where honey comes from? It's regurgitated flower nectar. Oh, very well. I accept your challenge. Now, let's go and finish this so that I can taste your bitter poison. Concerned? About what? We're heroes, my boon companion, and heroes always win. Let that be a lesson to you. Now, let's go and stop the plane meld. I always wanted to see a planar vortex.
Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tarry too long. Time is fleeting, and each moment is a thief that steals far more than it brings. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. We must destroy all three before the power of Meridia's light is unleashed. Otherwise, the resulting backlash could destroy Nirn as surely as the plane meld would. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before the final battle begins. When you are ready, let me know. Speak to your friends, for these moments may be... Again, I remind you, so it begins. Destroy the remaining anchors. I shall begin searching for the focal point of the vortex. The chains bind both planes. We cannot use the light until those chains are destroyed. Go quickly.
Let me see what components I have left. I should be able to cobble something together to slow a giant monster down.
What about that exploding squirrel you built when we were children? Or do you think that'd be too much? Do whatever you need to do. My brother and I will make sure nothing gets through here. We might even be able to test some of Raynor's newest prototypes. That's always good for a laugh.
I must have a device or construct somewhere in here. Don't mind us. We'll hold this area. Somehow.
If only we could have known about all of this. If we'd have known about this before everything happened. Maybe my people could have stopped it. Or maybe...
We have to hurry. Molag Bal knows we're here.
I grow weary of your games, Meridia.
Go, warriors of light. These dark chains must be broken.
You cannot stop me, Meridia. This realm will be mine.
The light approaches. It brightens the shadows. It attempts to break the darkness.
But the darkness is strong.
Our Father, our God, He is the darkness. He shall repel the light's approaches. He will consume the light.
I thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind.
Father has spoken. He wishes us to challenge you, and you alone.
You believe that light can destroy my plane meld? Your prince thinks I would allow this? She is more foolish than I thought.
I live to serve. It will be my pleasure to destroy this one, my lord.
Oh, how sad. You were drafted into a war you could never win. My counsel shall destroy you. I shall enjoy watching a hero die. Most curious. This light powers you somehow. Meridia, where are you hiding?
Merely fetching those who would stand against you.
I'm tired of this game. Now you shall die.
Quickly, get behind my shield.
Did you think it would be that easy? My minions will tear you apart!
Gabrielle! Focus all your energy into this! We can't let up!
I'm doing my best!
You deal with the crystal. We'll take care of our new guests.
These are some ugly bastards! Is this the best Molag Bal can throw at us? I'm hardly working up a sweat!
This may well be our last battle. Let's make them remember it.
You must hurry! My shield can't withstand much more of this.
Almost! There!
I can feel it, Vanus. We can beat this. We can. Darian, behind you!
Have no fear, beautiful Gabrielle. I have this under control.
You have to hurry! We can't hold them back much longer!
The light is ready. Quickly, release it.
No! You cannot do this! I cannot fail!
Darian! Get back here! Darian!
The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are mortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you. The vortex has been destroyed. I designed this place to be familiar and calming to you. It is a small pocket of oblivion, under my protection. No harm will come to you here. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. Those who were not a part of the final battle, I cannot say. The Ayleid king suffered grievous wounds. He is near death, but he has not passed yet. Do you not see how singular you are? How remarkable? You entered the realm of a Daedric prince, gathered an army strong enough to fight his legions, and saved your mortal world. You are a valuable asset, mortal. You will be of great use to us. For the nonce, we require nothing. But the Dark Princes have taken notice of you, and they have plans, and plans within plans. Prepare yourself, and be ready when Oblivion calls. The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end.
I fear the king's wounds are too extensive for us to heal. He doesn't have much time left.
Please, you have to hold on. We can't lose any more of our companions. There's been too many deaths already. How can you ask me that after what we've been through? Darien, the king, so many injuries, so many deaths. I don't know. He wasn't here when we arrived. I didn't see him. When the light erupted, Vanis, Dinar, and I appeared here. No one else. Just us. I think Darien's gone. Please, you have to hold on. We can't lose any more of...
My time has finally come, it seems. I have lived far longer than any of my people. Finally, I will be able to join them once more. Meridia's shield protected the others. Darien and I were outside the shield, dealing with Molag Bal's damn portals. I watched as light filled your body. You were a beacon. And the last thing I will ever see. Darkness fills my eyes. As the light erupted around me, someone pushed me closer to Meridia's shield. It was too late to save me, but it did bring me here. My fate doesn't matter. I'm gladdened by the thought that Nirn is safe. Then I shall rest well, knowing my final day, the final day of the Ayleid people, was spent saving Nirn from the clutches of Molag Bal. And I want you to have this. A gift from my people to the hero of Nirn. To honor you and those who fell beside me in this great battle. Thank you. May the spirits guide me on my way.
We will honor the Ayleid king for his sacrifice this day. We will honor everyone's sacrifice this day. I'm still trying to work that out myself. When you touched the light, you erupted in holy flame. We thought we had lost you, truth be told. I've never seen destruction like that before. Even Molag Bal reeled in pain from its touch. I don't know. Anyone not in the vortex should have been protected from the blast. But I have no way to know if they survived the actual assault. Anyone inside besides us, I can only imagine the light took them quickly. As am I, my friend. As am I. Let's leave this place once and for all. May the companions we lost along the way find their own way home.
How many did we lose today? I can't even count. I fear going back home, seeing who survived and who didn't. It's all just so overwhelming.
The planar vortex is destroyed.
Good to see you again, friend. The trip was not without its perils, but everyone watched out for each other. The groundskeeper told us we could settle here, in the Shining Star Inn. Rather nice place, don't you think? Yes, he gets tired easily.
So much death and destruction. I don't know why I'm surprised. I never expected Cold Harbor to be a walk in the snow. More sad news, this wretched domain is full of it. Still, it's better to know what happened to Natira than to wonder what fate befell her. Thank you for that. I admit I was worried about my cousin, but you have settled the question as to her fate. I'll miss Natira, but at least I know what happened to her.
It's good to see you live. We didn't...
To see everything so alive and full of energy, please.
I find it rather inspiring to see the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild working together.
I fear for the mages still lost in the wild.
the planar vortex is destroyed.